The National Electrical Code, often referred to as the NEC, undergoes a regular revision process to ensure it reflects the most current safety practices and technological advancements in the electrical industry. Section 1.3 of the NEC explicitly addresses the frequency of these revisions. It mandates that the code be revised not less than once every 3 years. This 3-year cycle is crucial for several reasons. Firstly, it allows the NEC to adapt to new technologies and materials. The electrical industry is constantly evolving, with innovations emerging in areas such as renewable energy, smart grids, and energy storage. The NEC must keep pace with these developments to ensure that electrical installations utilizing these technologies are safe and reliable. Secondly, the revision cycle provides an opportunity to address emerging safety concerns. As new electrical products and systems are introduced, potential hazards may not be immediately apparent. The NEC revision process allows experts to identify and mitigate these risks through updated code requirements. Thirdly, regular revisions ensure that the NEC remains consistent with other relevant standards and regulations. The electrical industry is subject to a variety of standards developed by organizations such as the National Fire Protection Association or NFPA, the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers or IEE, and Underwriters Laboratories or O. The NEC revision process takes these standards into account to promote harmonization and avoid conflicts. The NEC revision process is a collaborative effort involving a wide range of stakeholders, including electrical engineers, contractors, inspectors, manufacturers, and researchers. The process begins with a call for proposals, during which anyone can submit suggested changes to the code. These proposals are then reviewed by code-making panels, or CMPs, which are composed of experts in various areas of electrical safety. The CMP consider the technical merits of each proposal, as well as its potential impact on safety and cost. After careful deliberation, the CMP issue a report on proposals, which includes their recommendations for action. This report is then subject to public comment, allowing interested parties to provide feedback on the CMP's recommendations. The CMP consider all public comments and make revisions to their recommendations as necessary. Finally, the revised recommendations are submitted to the NFPA Standards Council for approval. The Standards Council is the ultimate authority for approving changes to the NEC. Once approved, the revised code is published and becomes the current edition of the NEC. The 3-year revision cycle is a cornerstone of the NEC effectiveness. It ensures that the code remains up-to-date, relevant, and responsive to the needs of the electrical industry. By staying informed about the latest changes to the NEC, electrical professionals can help to ensure the safety of their work and the public. The regular updating of the National Electrical Code every 3 years is essential for maintaining electrical safety standards. This process involves numerous steps and considerations to ensure the code remains relevant and effective. Firstly, the code revision cycle begins with a public call for proposals. This allows anyone, including electricians, engineers, manufacturers, and other stakeholders, to suggest changes or additions to the existing code. These proposals are typically based on field experience, new technologies, or emerging safety concerns. Secondly, after the proposal submission period closes, the code-making panels, or CMPs, review each proposal. These panels consist of experts in various fields of electrical work and are responsible for evaluating the technical merit and impact of each proposed change. Thirdly, during the review process, the CMP consider factors such as safety, cost-effectiveness, and practicality. They also take into account relevant research, testing data, and industry best practices. The CMP may also consult with other experts or organizations to gather additional information. Fourthly, based on their review, the CMP make recommendations on whether to accept, reject, or modify each proposal. These recommendations are documented in a report on proposals, which is then made available to the public for review and comment. Fifthly, the public comment period provides an opportunity for anyone to submit feedback on the CMP's recommendations. This allows for further input and scrutiny from a wider audience, helping to ensure that the final code reflects a broad consensus. Sixthly, after the public comment period closes, the CMP review and consider all comments received. They may then revise their recommendations based on this feedback. This iterative process helps to refine the proposed changes and address any concerns raised by stakeholders. Seventhly, once the CMP have finalized their recommendations, they submit them to the NFPA Standards Council for approval. The Standards Council is responsible for ensuring that the code development process was followed correctly and that the proposed changes are consistent with the overall goals of the NEC. Eighthly, if the Standards Council approves the changes, they are incorporated into the next edition of the NEC. The new edition is then published and becomes the official standard for electrical installations. Ninthly, it is important to note that the NEC is not law unless it is adopted by a state or local jurisdiction. However, it is widely used as a basis for electrical codes throughout the United States and is often referenced in contracts and legal proceedings. Tenthly, the 3-year revision cycle helps to ensure that the NEC remains current with the latest technological advancements and safety practices. This is crucial for protecting people and property from electrical hazards. The NEC also addresses various aspects of electrical installations, including wiring methods, overcurrent protection, grounding, and equipment installation. It provides detailed requirements for different types of occupancies such as residential, commercial, and industrial buildings. The code also covers special equipment and systems such as fire alarms, emergency lighting, and renewable energy systems. In addition to the technical requirements, the NEC also includes administrative provisions that address issues such as permitting, inspection, and enforcement. These provisions help to ensure that electrical work is performed safely and in accordance with applicable regulations. The NEC is a complex and comprehensive document, and it is essential for electrical professionals to have a thorough understanding of its requirements. Continuing education and training are crucial for staying up to date with the latest changes and best practices. The NEC is also used as a reference document by other professionals such as architects, engineers, and building inspectors. It provides a common set of standards for electrical installations, helping to ensure consistency and safety across different disciplines. The NEC is not intended to be a design manual, and it does not provide all of the information needed to design an electrical system. However, it does provide a framework for safe and reliable electrical installations. The NEC is also not intended to be a substitute for qualified electrical professionals. The electrical work should only be performed by individuals who have the necessary training, experience, and licensing. The NEC is a living document that is constantly evolving to meet the changing needs of the electrical industry. The 3-year revision cycle is a testament to the commitment of the NFPA and other stakeholders to maintaining the highest standards of electrical safety.